what's your name? What do you do? And quick testimony.
Billy Ray Young. I'm a retired railroad engineer. I'm a mental coach in golf now. A friend called, and his word was good. He told me his testimony. I got a gold back the first night because my wife had a shoulder replacement, and she wouldn't take the opiates, so she was dealing with some serious pain. I only got to play golf probably 4 to 5 days a week, so I was challenged in that regard. My lower back was giving me the fits, so as soon as we got the patches, I put one on her and put one on my back that morning. And before we went to bed that night, she says, "Billy Ray, my back's not hurting. My arm, I don't know what her back wasn't hurting, but it wasn't." But I got your lip freezing. Anyway, she said, my arm and shoulder's not hurting. And I said, "Get out of here." She said, "No, it really isn't." And I said, "Well, my back's still hurting." And after 2 months, my back was still hurting. And we came to the first launch that Steve and Gina did here in Tulsa, and that's where I first met you. And I heard a lady talk about her back pain, that it took her almost 2.5 months for hers to leave. And I thought, well, that gave me hope. And Lynn kept telling me, "Bill, the stem cells are working on something, they're working on something." 2 weeks later, my back pain gone. My energy level went through the roof. I'm shooting my age almost every time I play. But then I remembered something about 6 months before I got on the patches. I had a biopsy of my prostate, and it had come back with 3 samples with a high-grade pin, which was, they said, were cells that had a very high probability of becoming cancers. And my doctor said, "Billy Ray, there's nothing we can do about them right now, but we are going to have to do this again." I said, "Well, that's really good." So it was this last summer, he said, "Well, it's time to do the biopsy again." So I go in and do the biopsy, and they take 12 samples, and I don't hear anything, and I go in for my 6-month appointment with my doctor, and he's sitting there reading through my history, and he said, "Hey, I got your report on your biopsy," and he goes, "Oh my." And you can imagine what went through. He turns around, he says, "All 12 samples are benign." And he says, "That means all of your cells are normal." He said, "This doesn't happen." He said, "This doesn't happen." And Dr. Thomas, I says, "I've already told you about these patches." I said, "I've shown you the patent and some of the stuff." And he says, "Send me some more information on that." He says, "This doesn't happen." This is the report. So this is just not an anecdote. This is the actual report.
Let's